broadcasting live for our safety right now. We just went through a very harrowing ordeal. This is Luke Radowski. Just right now, I've been pulled over by 12 police cars, undercover, and a Maine police captain in our vehicle here. Guns were drawn. I was taken out of the car, put in handcuffs, searched, and interrogated. Dustin, can you play that video one more time? Dustin, can you play that video one more time for us? We have the video of the cops pulling us over. I recorded it on my Ustream, but the officer turned off my Ustream and made sure it did not save the broadcast. So Dustin has the video footage in HD. We're uploading it to YouTube right now. We're talking about how fishy things were going on in our apartment. Dustin, if you could show us the video footage. We have video footage right now. We're going to show
just put it on the computer so it's bigger.
Wait. Okay. So right now, we were just pulled over, 12 cop cars, guns drawn, put in handcuffs, searched and interrogated. Officers didn't give a clear reason why we're being pulled over. There was 12 of them, including a police captain. I asked him why we're being pulled over. He said our vehicle matched another vehicle they were looking for. As he was saying that, he was laughing and he didn't make eye contact, which means he was lying. He was definitely lying. They didn't give any visible reason. They took down all of our information, started banging our hard drive, started looking through everything right now. This is really fishy because more fishy things are going on at the place we're staying at tonight. The place we're staying at tonight, we got a report that was being raided by the police. There's a lot of streamers, me, Tim Cast, Giraffa, Dustin, Jess, we're all here. We all traveled here together from New York. We were staying at Kayla's apartment. We got a message from Kayla saying that our apartment was being raided. We put that out on our live stream. We put that out on our Twitter. We got another phone call saying that our apartment was not raided and there was no officers there. We sent Jeffrey and Jess to the apartment where our bags were at and where we were staying. They said the door is open, the alarm is off, and nobody was in there. Kayla is giving us some weird information and said it never happened. We're kind of freaking out here because we're just talking about how we could be possibly set up. We're talking about how we could be possibly set up for something. And as right now, it looks like the police officers have stopped us. Dustin, can you play the video footage for us, please? We have the live footage of us being pulled over. Guns were drawn. I took out my video camera and was Ustreaming the whole incident. Right now, we are loading the video to play it for you right now. Very dangerous, weird situation. We were just talking about how we may get set up. And as we were talking about how we may get set up by the CPD, here's the video of us getting pulled over.
We're being raided right now.
Play it again.
We're being raided by the CPD as we speak. What is this for? What is this for? We're being raided right now. For those that are watching, we are being raided by the CPD as we speak. What is this for, officers? What is this for? Can I lock it? I got stuff in my...
Can someone get the NLG number?
I
just spoke with the NLG 5 minutes.
5 minutes ago.
They told me as long as no police contact was made, there's not much they can do. I'm going to try and pull up the NLG's number on my other phone here.
The woman's calling someone now.
We didn't get pulled.
That woman's on the phone.
She's down the phone the whole time.
No, she was filming, but now she's on the phone.
Okay, we didn't get pulled over by a traffic cop. We got pulled over by 12 vehicles, unmarked vehicles, and a police lieutenant or captain in a white shirt. And they said, what did they say when they first pulled up? We found them?
No, that was as soon as they got us out.
Why I was being detained, they said you'll just have to find out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they said they found us?
They said, we found them.
Yeah. So that's what
They said we
Yes,
found them.
they did.
So the police said we found them, which means me, Tim Cast, Giraffa, Dustin, Jess, here from...
We've been tweeting from the marches, from the actions all day. We've been getting reports from all around the country, what's going on. Buses that are being searched in Cleveland heading here, road closures, reports of caravans of National Guard, all kinds of information. You can only wonder why that happened, and then we had just made a call saying we were getting back to the house, and we're in an area, as you can see, with no cars other than a parking lot. Look back at the street we came in on, 0 cars. All of a sudden, the side streets filled up, came with cars, started coming down. I saw blue lights behind us. They came down the wrong side of the street.
We got net on this? You got internet?
Cut us off.
No.
I need someone to
The unmarked silver Crown Vic came, pulled right in front of us, cut us off, and boom, there they were. I mean, and then there were cars behind them. There was an Infiniti, like a G35 or something, and he got out. He was the last car in the line. He got out. He talked to the police officers, pointed at a couple of us, pointed forward, said something, and then took off the other direction, full speed, full throttle. So whatever that black Infiniti G35 was.
There's 3 white shirts. I remember 3 white shirts over here. 3 of them. One of them was talking to me and lying to me while we got pulled over. And there was 3 high-ranking CPD officers. When do CPD officers make traffic stops? Whenever do they have this much police? Now we have a CPD police car moving on by. Right now what we're doing is we're checking all of our bags, make sure that nothing was put in there, so we're not set up with anything right now. So we're checking all of our items, all of our difference, and we're checking everything, making sure that there's nothing illegal planted on us or set up on here. They started banging my batteries. They started banging our hard drives on the road.
We're waiting for lawyers.
They started banging, and now they just went through everything. I want to make sure that nothing was placed here. Very, very weird situation. I got the Chicago NLG number, Tim. You want it? 312. Thank you so much. Hold on one second.
Someone got it for you?
Yeah. Felice 3. Thank you so much for calling the NLG.
Up on mine as well.
Yeah. We got the NLG number. We just called the NLG 5 minutes ago.
Not even. And we said, what do we do? What's 312?
Yeah. 312-913-0039.
Just called them a few moments ago. We said the place we're staying has been raided. We don't know what to do, and they said they can't really help us unless there's contact made with the police.
Yeah. Very weird situation happening right now here in Chicago. Very scary situation. We're trying to upload the video. Guns were drawn. We were screamed and cursed at, handcuffed, searched, interrogated. We're pretty much streaming for our safety right now because we've just been talking about how possibly we could be getting set up. And right now I was broadcasting the whole thing on Ustream. The officers told us to put our hands out of the window. I put my hand out of the window with my cell phone and it was broadcasting. I was broadcasting on Ustream as the whole incident happened. And as I was broadcasting, the officers took my phone, threw it on the top of the car. And I was in handcuffs. They took it, they stopped the footage, made sure it wouldn't save and wouldn't archive. So I need people at Ustream right now. If someone's on Ustream right now, I need you to save that footage because I have the cops coming up on us with guns drawn, stopping us in the middle of the street. So, very weird, scary situation going on right now. I'm going to archive this footage right now and be back if anything else happens. Stay tuned to the Twitter, stay tuned to the Facebook. Very, very weird situations are going on right now. So I'm going to save this broadcast, archive it, and be back up and be ready to go at any moment, at any time right now. Seems like more intimidation, more harassment, or even some kind of way to set us up. So we are very much worried here about what's going on. And yeah, hope nothing happens to us. Hope we don't get set up in any way, shape, or form. Did you contact Ustream to try to save that footage? Okay, we'll try to do that tomorrow morning because the cops, when I was broadcasting live on Ustream, a couple of you caught it, took my phone and deleted it. We were just pulled over, 12 police cars, unmarked police cars, regular police cars, 3 high-ranking CPD officials here. It wasn't a random traffic stop at all. The officers lied why they pulled us over. When they pulled us over, they said, we finally got them. Not finally, sorry. We found them. We found them is the words that they used. They were looking for us. We are citizen, independent news journalist, Giraffa, Timcast, and obviously myself. We're known for just reporting as we see it. And we've been reporting a lot of bad things that have been going on here. We've been asking hard questions to the police, main police chief. So we're checking all of our gear on the sidewalk, making sure that nothing was planted in our vehicle. So very scary moments happening right now, as you see here. So I'm going to archive this footage. Hopefully the footage of the cops drawing guns and pulling us over will be up as well. Very scary situation. This is Tim Cass talking to the NLG.
We're a little bit south of 15. Maybe 16. I'm not sure there's no street signs. No, I'm sorry. It's 15.
Just stopped by police. We just got stopped by police here. We just pulled over.
I mean, when you were
We were in one vehicle, yes.
Just release the raw 30 seconds of the cops coming up and doing that, Dustin.
I'm gonna release them rolling away too.
I'm being recorded in my head. There were two to my right. There was one behind me.
Yeah, we got video footage of them rolling by.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There were 7. I believe there may have been 6 or 7 were out of their vehicle. And then there were a few still remaining in the vehicle that surrounded us.
We're making sure they didn't plant anything in our car.
Wow.
Yeah, wow.
Wow. I hope my hard drive's okay, banging it on the floorboard.
Yeah, and the batteries and everything else. And banging my cell phone as well. Yeah,
We're
officers.
being heckled by some random woman who's calling us not journalists and saying all these things that cops like to say.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, by the way,
They were smashing my iPhone.
a good piece of news today. Our friends at NBC released a memo internally defining what a citizen journalist and a journalist is and saying don't call streamers citizen journalists anymore.
How long do you think we were detained for?
It felt like probably 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
It felt like maybe
10 minutes.
20.
Felt like 10 minutes?
Yeah, 10 minutes is fair.
I think 10 minutes is
A
fair.
very scary moment. I was looking at the officers asking why we're being pulled over, what was happening, and they were not answering. They were just looking at me dead blank.
You weren't cuffed, were you?
I was cuffed.
Luke was
Yes,
cuffed.
I was
Jeff
cuffed.
was not
They
cuffed.
put my hands on the car. They wouldn't let me take them
Yeah,
off.
Jeff had his hands placed on the
Yeah,
front of
I
the
had
car.
my car. I was
And,
searched fully.
I
Were
don't
you
think
guys searched fully?
Dustin,
Yeah, fully.
Yeah, fully
Dustin, were you
searched.
cuffed?
Yes, I was cuffed with
Okay.
two Luke.
we were all but one were cuffed out of 5.
So very, very weird, sketchy situation going on right now. We're definitely worried about being set up.
Yes.
We're definitely worried about having something planted on us.
That
We
was
had
the-
very weird information.
That was the weirdest correlation. We can't tell as of right now.
We can't tell right now. I did see them sitting with my back. We're checking all.
Tell them
the
about
stuff.
the hard drives and the batteries.
They were banging
Yeah.
hard drives and batteries.
And my iPhone.
And one of
Yeah.
our friends' phones.
Hard bagging them.
Yeah.
They took my hard drive and was smashing it against the floorboard like sideways, gank, 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 and they did it to his batteries too, which looked like hard drives.
Yeah.
You there?
That's very, very...
They turned on my iPhone.
Yeah,
I saw them turn on my iPhone, and I didn't see them try to enter a password, but they looked at the password and kind of looked back and then put it down.
See, I made a mistake because then they finally put me out of handcuffs. They said you could go back to get your possessions. I went and got my phone and started streaming them. And then they said, all right, no, you're not done. Get back here. The cop took the phone out of my hand and deleted the Ustream recording. So the cop took the camera out of my phone when I was out of the handcuffs and destroyed the recording of them coming up with us with guns drawn. And they destroyed my footage. They took the cell phone out of my hand the second time when they released me out of handcuffs. And they destroyed the footage, and they just deleted the footage. Ustream may be able to get it back up.
They took Luke's phone after they cuffed him and turned off the camera. It was a stream, so it's not recorded or archived.
Yeah. I don't know if I don't think anything is destroyed. We're just checking everything. Dustin's uploading the video right now to the YouTube channel of us getting pulled over, and the cops screaming at us. Very scary moment here in Chicago. We knew we would face some intimidation. We knew we would face some harassment, but nothing as weird as we're facing right now. Very weird, sketchy situation going on right now. Yeah. Are you tweeting?
Yep.
Yeah.
Blowing up on Twitter.
Yeah.
That lady wasn't even here. Like, she was watching it.
I know.
The stream started again when we got surrounded by police.
That's not cursed. We hope Ustream will be able to recover the footage of the cops. Probably, right?
Yes.
So we'll get that up on our archive live intimidation, harassment, possible setup by the forces, the powers to be, against citizen journalists, myself, Giraffa, Tim Cast, out here, traveled from New York City to cover the NATO events. Tim's right now on calling the National Lloyd's Guild. We were just talking about how weird the situation was with getting information about our apartment we were staying at being raided. We were just talking. Yeah.
That was weird. Those 2 phone calls we made right before, we detailed everything that we had just figured out about our earlier raid and the situation to the NLG on the phone. Then we called the person who we were figuring out why there was multiple stories being told, like trying to figure it out. It was really weird. We take a right-hand turn, and like 20 seconds later, in an area where we're far away from the protest. We're not in the protest area. We're not in downtown Chicago. We're like, I took some wrong turns and ended up on our street that we're on, miles away, that we're staying on, and these cars just swarm us.
Yeah. 12 police vehicles, unmarked vehicles, 3 high-ranking CPD members in white shirts, lieutenants, and captains.
Let's tell people about
9 minutes.
What?
I need a power up. I'm uploading the video. I need a power up.
Okay, well, let's get in the car and let's go then. I want to tell people about Securitas software, Vigilance, or Vigilant Dashboard, which we know someone who was working at the company helping the CPD set up this software, which monitors cell phones, monitors locations, can throttle on and off service. It's really gnarly stuff, and you can figure out where anyone is, where they're going at any time, set alerts if they go near certain areas. And so they're fully capable. We're not being paranoid. These systems are out there. Look at Blue Coat software. Look at Securitas, Vigilance. Look at this stuff. Check out Telecomics Blue Coat research. Look at the WikiLeaks spy files. This stuff is out there. Other countries have been using it to monitor dissidents and protesters in Syria, in Egypt, etc., and they're using it here. They use it in Oakland. They're using it in Chicago.
Yeah. Everybody please tweet at Ustream to recover my footage that was destroyed.
Journalist targeted, car raided.
Jeff, check all your bags. Make sure that they didn't. Before we start moving again, let's make sure there's nothing in the car that was placed by the CPD that was illegal.
We can't go there now. Yeah, we should get a hotel or something. We're not seriously. No, we got to go get a. We're not going. Multiple streams.
Yeah.
Multiple, and I hope they hear that as well.
It looks like we're going to be streaming throughout the entire night.
24/7. Here comes the marathon. Tim's longest broadcast won't be the raid on Zuccotti anymore. It'll be the raid on our car.
Raid on our car, and harassment, intimidation, and very weird.
My favorite moment of the whole thing was when I looked back and through the glass where you could still see your handprints, where you and Dustin's hands were, and you guys were handcuffed together. It was the cutest thing.
It's adorable.
Yeah, my footage was deleted.
No.
My footage was deleted. We're going to stay here as long as we're going to check all of our possessions right now, make sure that nothing was placed here. We're going to stay as long here as we can before we start moving. As we know, the car is clean. As we know, there's nothing in our car that will incriminate us or was placed there by the CPD. We know police officers many times were caught placing evidence, fake evidence on many people, and we do not want to make sure that has happened. Yes, we do know. So, we're staying here as long as we have to, just to make sure there's nothing that was placed in our car. We were handcuffed outside the car. Tim and Jeffrey and Jess were on this hood. You can still see their fingerprints. Me and Dustin, we were taken to the back. Our handprints are still on the car. We were handcuffed. And right now we're just going through all of our possessions, making sure we don't have anything illegal. Right now we're on the NLG. Tim's on the phone with the NLG. It's definitely because the cops were waiting and watching. We were just talking about how we may be set up at our apartment that we are staying in. Very weird things happen at our apartment. We're checking all the compartments. We're checking everything right now, making sure nothing illegal was placed in our car. very scary, weird situation. Yeah, right now we don't have a place to stay. We're definitely being monitored. We're definitely being surveilled. We were far away from the protest zone. We were far away from everybody, and the 12 cops just ran up on us. They were lying to us. They wouldn't give us a clear reason why we were being pulled over. They said one of the white shirts, which is a high-ranking lieutenant or captain of the CPD, told us when I was looking him in the eye when we were talking. He said our car matched the description of another car they were looking for. When he did that, he looked down, he started smiling. Obvious signs of a liar. They were lying because when they first pulled over and they drew guns on us, Jeff overheard them saying, "We found them, we found them." They were obviously looking for us. They obviously found us with 12 squad cars behind us. They had a whole mobile team unit on us. We were scared. We were live streaming the whole incident. We hope Ustream will get back up the footage that was deleted by the CPD. CPD deleted our footage, my footage, that I was live streaming. I started live streaming as soon as I saw the police vehicles, blue lights behind us. A police car pulled up in front of us, pulled up alongside of us, and all around us in the back. There's cop cars all the way back there in the street. I'm going to see. Yeah, it was probably sergeants. 3 sergeants were here. 3 white CPD high-ranking officers were here talking away from us. And this is the scene where everything happened. We do have a contact with Ustream. We will contact them tomorrow and hopefully get the footage back up of the cop cars running at us with guns pointed at us. It wasn't on a member card, it was on my cell phone.
The stuff that happened earlier.
I was recording on Ustream on my Droid phone.
And I told you the alarm was going off, it was all weird. Yeah, so we went to the house. I went to the house, checked it. The alarm was like in the beginning of going off, and the slow beep. Then I went back, and it was in the like crazy alarm. Then we went back to the house a few minutes later. The alarm was off. The only way it goes off is if you shut it off, and the door was open. So we were like, we figured out, and this girl that was staying with was acting really weird. So we were like, okay, maybe someone planted something there, because that's what other people are saying. They've been planted stuff on. We've seen it happen before. Police have actually been charged and found of this, planting drugs on occupiers and stuff. So we called the National Lawyers Guild to get assistance, to have them come to the house with us. We outlined the entire thing to them. We hung up the phone. We called this girl, told her to call her police officer boyfriend. She wouldn't. She was acting weird. And like a minute after that, the cops swarmed us. We don't know. We're talking to lawyers right now so we can go get our stuff. And we're checking all our things to make sure nothing was planted on us. And then we're going to go get a secure location. We have a bunch of people offering us places to stay, or we might get another location. We'll see. And we're going to keep a stream going 24/7. We'll be fine. We'll be okay. They messed up. They targeted a car full of journalists that had live streaming cameras that started them right before it. Like, in an area where we're far away from the protests, and we're not protesting. We've been information facilitating the whole time.
Yeah. Dustin recorded.
Did you keep your phone? Like, all right. So, oh yeah, absolutely. We're going to be streaming.
I'm connected to you, man.
Are you streaming right now?
Yeah.
We got to upload the video.
Yeah. Can we
Put it down, man.
It's
5 minutes. There's a 5 minutes difference between it not being uploaded or.
Okay, we're uploading the video right now on YouTube. I'm not going to use the Wi-Fi. I'm going to turn off the stream right now. Timcast is streaming now. We're going to take turns streaming all night for our safety. So Timcast is going to take the first. Yeah, we're going to set up multiple streams tonight wherever we're staying. I'm archiving this footage. Stay tuned to Timcast again.